when I'm getting back into a bit of a routine. What I would consider the most crucial part of the routine is I'm not having a very clever day today. I sat down and spoke just before, and then my microphone wasn't clipped on. Basically today, I just want to throw myself right back into routine after being on a little vacation. Mitch and I went up to Brisbane. I vlogged it. I'll leave it linked if you want to watch that last vlog. But I grew up there, so I know heaps of people up there. We went out a little bit more than we usually do. I definitely slept less than I normally would, just because it was only an hour time difference, but it really impacted my sleep. So today we're just making sure that everything is back into routine again. The outcome for today is to feel more organized, have a cleaner environment, and just feel a little bit less stressed. I honestly think that having some structure and having some discipline and just throwing yourself back into a routine, even if it's not perfect, like just establishing a baseline pattern is going to do so much more for you than just waiting for that motivation to come back. I've got peanut butter in this oatmeal, and I never used to like peanut butter in oats, but now I'm obsessed with it, but it has to be crunchy. I don't like smooth anymore. I used to only like smooth peanut butter. I don't know. Which one do you prefer? Is that actually a thing? Like, do you like one more than the other? Or am I just being irrational?
Back day.
One of the things that I like to do when when I'm getting back into a bit of a routine is set myself up with some must-do things each day. We're on our way to the gym right now. I don't count going to the gym as a must-do daily thing because we don't go to the gym every single day. My 3 must-do things that are incorporated in my daily routine at the moment are firstly hitting my step count. So I'm just trying to get between 8,000 to 10,000 steps per day, which actually isn't that hard to do. I find that I can hit that target if I do either just like a quick 20-minute walk on the treadmill after I'm finished training, or if I go out for a little walk in the day, and then the rest of my day fills those steps, whether it's just like doing a little bit of cleaning around the house or just moving around in general. Then I always like to make sure that I'm drinking about 4 liters of water. I didn't have my big water bottle with me when we were away, and so I found that suffered a little bit. We did buy like a decent sized bottle, but it wasn't the same, and I find that if you've got a really big water bottle, it does help you get that a bit easier.
Plus the tap water. I don't know about you,
but
whenever I travel, like nothing against Brisbane, it's fine when you live there, but like whenever you travel interstate, especially in Australia, the water tastes like this metal thing.
Oh, I suppose we have a filter.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. We don't even give the bunnies the tap water.
No, they get filtered water. Ducky with her filtered water in her bowl.
This is nice.
And the last thing on my must do is just to make sure that I have at least some ingredients prepped every single day. So whether it's like prepping whole meals, I've got some meal prep in the fridge at the moment, or maybe it's actually just like chopping and getting some ingredients ready, which I have to do a little bit of that later because I've only got one meal which I've prepped out a bunch of, so I just want to make sure I've got some other ingredients and things ready to use, because that saves me time. And even though I have to work from home, sometimes it's easier just to have a meal there and ready to go, so you're not spending all your breaks cooking. First things first, let's actually get into the gym. gym routine is sort of like brushing your teeth. Bad day, you're gonna brush your teeth. Sad, you're gonna brush your teeth. Annoyed, you're gonna brush your teeth. It's part of the structure, it's part of what you do, and you know, building that into your lifestyle in a way where it sticks, because there's always going to be interruptions and there's always going to be stuff going on. If you're having one of those days where you don't feel like it, I recommend just telling yourself, like, I'm just going to go in and do 10 minutes, because by the time 10 minutes has passed, you're probably going to finish the workout, you're probably going to get the whole thing done anyway, because the motivation for it and the habit for it actually comes from action. And I'm sweaty. One of the trainers here asked me to take a couple of headshots for him, so I'm going to do that now while Mitch is still training. And then I am starving. I am starving. I can't wait to eat. I haven't unpacked my bag properly. We haven't been back for long, but still. And I keep procrastinating unpacking my bag because I need to do the laundry. I actually hate when my space is like this, like it feels like it's not put together, or when it's not put together, like I feel a bit messy as well. Like I feel like I can't concentrate properly because everything's sort of all over the place, because when we got back we kind of just like threw our stuff down, and then I had 2 days where I had to work on client work and do video calls with my clients and stuff, so my main priority was making sure they were all sorted and all good, and now I get to focus on the house and stuff. I'm gonna focus on upstairs and Mitch is gonna do downstairs. Splitting it like that makes it a little bit easier.
I want to thank today's video sponsor, Squarespace. They host my website Eat, Run, Lift, as well as my personal journal. Squarespace is an all-in-one website building platform, and I've used them for a really long time now. It's honestly the easiest way to showcase your brand or your band or a portfolio or whatever else it is that you want to share. They also have a world-class 24/7 customer support service team and streamlined blogging capabilities, some of the best that I've ever used. I used to use another platform to host my blog, but when it started growing and I really needed expanded features and the ability to customize more things, as well as manage it myself instead of using a web developer, Squarespace was my go-to ever since then. It's also really simple to create a website which represents your brand. They have these plug-and-play templates. Jump on over and start a free trial with Squarespace today. And when you're ready to press publish, use the link in the description box or the one that I've written on the screen for 10% off your first purchase.
I'm good. Are you busy?
No,
Oh,
okay.
cool. I wasn't sure. I want to grab a bunch of like blues and whites. I love the blue little orchids on the top. They're so pretty. Yeah, if I can get like a bunch of them.
I'm going to shake you.
Oh my god.
It was because I showed her a bunny.
I feel like a Wes Anderson character. Where's the music? I need the music. I And yes, it's 2 days later. I wanted to wait until a working day to actually do this as part of my reset, just because I'm trying to draw that line between working days and non-working days. If you work from home or if you're a freelancer, you will know exactly what I mean. Last but not least, and what I would consider the most crucial part of the routine, is the planning and organizing part, so that you have a sense of structure. Even if it's not like down to the minute, I think just a loose sense of structure does help a lot. So while I do most of my planning on the computer, like Asana, I use Asana. I feel like I've mentioned it a few times, but just in case you're new or you haven't seen any of those sorts of videos that I've done before, I use Asana for planning out content and working collaboratively with other people who are on my team, because it's not just me doing everything on my own. And then for my personal organization, I use Google Calendar. But what I want to do today is actually just do a brain dump of like everything that I've been thinking of. Like, you know how sometimes you just have it in your head and you're like, oh my God, I have to do X, Y, Z, and like a list of a million other things. I pretty much just want to get that out onto paper so I can see everything. I know I'm not missing anything because I've already written it out. And then what I'm going to do is go and just make time for it in my schedule, whether that's making tasks for it in Asana or just like planning out blocks of time for it in Google Calendar, just so that I feel like I'm across everything, you know. This is still too hot to drink. But honestly, one of my biggest tips for staying on track with everything that you need to get done, especially if you have a pretty busy routine, is just staying organized in whatever manner works for you. Like if Google Calendar doesn't work for you, use something else. If you don't like planning digitally, plan in a notebook. If a notebook doesn't work, use your phone notes. Use a wall calendar. There's so many different options that you can use. But I think just planning things out takes a lot of the mental fatigue off, because you're not worried about forgetting anything and you're not trying to keep everything stored in your mind. Hello.
Hi.
Say hi. Oh, it's trying to it's trying to focus on your face.